What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down one of the biggest mistakes that wide receivers will make when they're running a 10-yard out, okay? So we're going to be talking about a 10-yard out versus this off-man coverage look, what a DB is supposed to be looking at. We're going to be showing a bad example of this route, and then we're going to be showing a good example of this route. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to learn 20 different press releases and you want to learn how you guys can improve your route running in only 10 days, check out that very first link in the description below for our Route Running Bible. What you'll get access to is a 50-minute long video on how to improve your route running in 10 days. It's a 10-day schedule, step-by-step drills, video explanation of each drill, and everything is mapped out for you. And you'll get a 50-minute video on 20 different press releases, when to use it, and drills to work on each one. So check out that very first link in the description below if you guys are interested in that. Let's get started with this video. So when I got to look right here off the line, and I have this DB who's lined up inside shade off man, and I have to run a 10-yard speed out, right? So the main thing that you have to understand, why is that DB playing that way? What can I do to get some separation on this? And how can I keep timing with my quarterback? Those are the three big things that you got to worry about on every single route, no matter if he's pressed, no matter if he's an off man like this. So why is he playing inside shade in the first place? That is because he is trying to take away the inside. He does not have help to the inside. You see this look commonly on the outside, especially if it's like cover zero, and he's not going to let you cross his face. So as a wide receiver, my mindset needs to be, if I'm running a 10-yard out, I can't just go run the out route. I have to move this DB off the platform and get him to get off of that like block, if you will, to the inside. So it's play at full speed. So this wide receiver does a great job of stemming to the inside initially, but the mistake that he makes is that he does not attack the midline and step on the toes enough, right? So when he's coming off the line, does the right thing, stems him to the inside, but he needs to stay with this stem. He needs to attack the midline of this DB or the inside shoulder of this DB, because we want to threaten him where? You want to threaten him to the inside because that's where he does not have any help. We want him to weave. Now, the mistake that a lot of guys will make against off-man coverage is that anytime that they have to run any route, whether it's an outside breaking route or a dig route, they will angle their stem, they'll attack this DB's leverage, and they might even just run like a dig off of it and break to the inside. But the problem is, if you do this, and I'm gonna make a point on this for the out route, the problem is if you attack his midline and you attack his leverage and you have to run an inside route like a dig, that DB is just going to weave and you're gonna end up running the dig right into him. So what you would want to do is you'd want to attack his outside shoulder instead. But now, same respect, you want to use that to help you run the out route. You have to run a 10-yard out, you got to run a corner, you have to run a fade. You would want to attack his midline, attack his inside shoulder, because we know he's going to do what? He's going to weave. But if I have to run an out route and he weaves to the inside, guess what I just did? I created a much bigger window for that quarterback to lead me, and that gives him a lot more space to make that throw. Now, this wide receiver does that initially, and you see how that DB weaves, but then he starts to attack the outside shoulder. We cannot just go straight at the outside shoulder, fellas. That's where that DB wants me to go. He does not want to let me cross his face. He does not want to threaten me to the inside. So if I just attack his outside shoulder, he's not threatened by the inside move. Now, this wide receiver at the top of the break, he doesn't do the best job selling that 1-2. His body starts to kind of turn out of the break before the foot even gets down. That's an indicator to that DB. And especially if you're going to attack the wrong shoulder here, that's going to let that DB know where you're going to go, number one. Number two, I better have something better than this to sell the move and get him off. Now, granted, the throw was a little bit late, but I don't think he's open at all. I don't think on an out route, this is enough separation for us to win unless it is an absolutely perfect throw, right? So let's play this thing again full speed. This is a great job by the wide receiver initially stemming, but we have to stay with the stem. Attack the midline, step on his toes, and threaten the inside shoulder. So now, this is going to be the exact same look, and this is going to be the exact same route, but this is a good example, and it's the same type of move at the top. It's the same rocker step, but the stem is everything, fellas. The stem is 100% of the time the most important when you're going up against off-man. Right? So let's talk about it. So play at full speed. Claypool does a great job of attacking, but you see how he stays attacking. He does not angle himself to the outside shoulder, and you see how much more space he has and how much more space the quarterback has to make this throw. So when he comes off of here in the last example, right, he stemmed it first initially, and then what did he do? He worked back outside of the outside shoulder. Not where we want to go, right? You want to step on his toes, if you will, close the distance, and attack that midline, because that is what's going to put him on the defensive, and that is what will make him uncomfortable. He's completely comfortable with you being right here. because he's inside shade. He's doing his job. He is forcing you to the outside. The sideline is his help. But he does not want to give up this. He does not want to give up the post. So if I could attack his midline, if I could attack his inside shoulder and actually threaten him, and you see how much more Claypool commits to this rocker step than the last example, hips and shoulders committed, actually selling like he's running a post, running a dig, that's what will get that DB to move. But it starts with the stem. I can't do this rocker step over here. I have to do this rocker step when I am attacking him, when I am closing the distance, stepping on his toes, and actually selling the route. So make sure you don't make that mistake, fellas. Now, the one time you would attack maybe his shoulder and not attack his leverage is if you had outside shade, right? So like, let's say, for example, his splits cut down maybe a little bit more, and this DB, instead of being inside shade, the DB is outside shade. That is when you wouldn't want to attack his leverage. What you would want to do there is you'd want to attack the inside shoulder, get his hips to flip, and then break back underneath. But when he's inside shade, fellas, attacking leverage, most important thing. Attack the midline, threaten the inside shoulder, actually sell like I am running that post route. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Claypool attacking, squaring him up, making that move, and then giving that quarterback plenty of space to make that throw. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We answer all the questions that we get. We respond to every single comment that we appreciate. So we always appreciate it from you guys. And again, fellas, if you'd like our route running Bible, over an hour and a half's worth of specific content on how you guys can improve your route running and your press releases, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.